crafters. In tonight's video, we're going to be making a happy birthday card, and we're going to be using the HONEYBEE Homes bundle, which consists of the HONEYBEE Homes cling stamp set and the HONEYBEE Homes dies. And I'll be using some old designer series paper for the background paper. You can use any of our designer series paper that have flowers on it for the background paper. Hi, I'm Joan Heberlein, and I created this video for Joan Simple Paper Crafts, found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is typically once a week. Now give me a few seconds so I can turn the camera down and we can get started. Here's our Hap-Bee birthday card that we're going to make tonight. When you look in our sentiments, you won't find this sentiment out there because I created it from two separate sentiments. And this one is not even a Stampin' Up! Sentiment. What you can do is use our alphabets and just spell out the B for that purpose. So I got the idea for this card from our Happy Easter card, where I made the double Z fold using these bunnies. And I really liked that. And I thought, well, maybe I could get it to work with the bees. So let's see. We got these here. And there's one popping up, and there's the other one. Now, this one happens to have a problem going back down. So I just have to aid it in going back down. I think once I make the second one, I might be able to get that to go more smoothly. But I like how they pop up. And sometimes he goes down on his own, but sometimes he doesn't. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get our stamping done. So what we'll have is some piece of basic white, and we'll stamp the flowers first. And we're going to use a smoky slate to give it a more subtle look. And I'm just going to stamp this. Get some ink on there and just put it right down here. Then next I'm going to use is the bumblebee, the large bumblebee. See if I can't get that to work. Okay. And then this bumblebee here. I'm not sure if this one fit on here, but we'll give it a shot. And then finally this bumblebee. Okay, and I'm just going to let that dry for a few seconds while I stamp off on these. I'm just getting the excess ink off. You never want to put a stamp away dirty. So I'm just taking the extra ink and getting it off in there. Then I'm going to use my Stampin' Scrub along with our Stampin' Mist. And then we'll really get these clean. So these are pretty well dry. So we'll come in with our Stampin' Blends and color this flowers in. And I am going to use the light So Saffron and the dark So Saffron. And I was going to use the Just Jade, but those were discontinued. So I'm going to go ahead and use Garden Green. And I'll just use the dark one first. And I'm just going to go along the little lines here in the center of these leaves. Oop, that's not a leaf. See if I can't get that taken care of real quickly here. I'm erasing it, and hopefully the yellow will work over the top of that then. So we did the dark spruce already, and then we're going to use the light spruce. And I'm going to go up around here. Then next we're going to take our dark so saffron, and I'm just going to go over those lines that are in the flower itself. Then with the light so saffron, I'm going to go over those and finish coloring the flower. And I'm using the nub on this. So that flower is done. Next we've got our bumblebees, and all those need is a little bit of dark so saffron. And that's it for those. And what I want to do next is cut them out, and we'll use these dies right here. But what I like to do, let me just use my scissors real quick here. So what I like to do is put them on here, but I have a different one that I've already cut out. And this is the negative from that. So I am just going to put that on here. That gives me an idea where the flower actually is. And then we'll put that on and tape it all down. We'll do the same thing for these. But they'll have to be done separately. Well, actually, I can cut this apart. And what I'm using for tape is this Post-it label tape. So it doesn't tear the paper when you undo it. No, let me do that a little bit farther so it's not in the way of the... And then we've got this we'll put in there. And this is a Honeybee Bloom dies. And I'm just going to do that one as well. And so you can put those in there and you can actually feel when it snaps into place. And then I've got this one, and hopefully I've got enough room here to work this one. I think we'll have to come back because it's going to interfere with this piece here. This one I bumped, so let me see if I can get that back in place. So I'm going to take this to our cut and emboss machine and cut these out. So here are those flowers that we just cut out, and those were taken from the Honeybee Home Cling Stamp set. And as you can see, there is no happy birthday on here. So what I did is I took a thing that's spelt out happy birthday. And then I also have this that has the bee on it. And I am going to put it together here. Let me just put these aside for right now because we don't need them right away. And I've got my stamps open already. And I've got my ink open already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape this off. So all I need is the hap part. So I'm going to tape off the back section. And I'm just going to put this on some scratch paper just to see how it's working and make sure I got the tape in the right spot. Doesn't appear to be right, so let me see if I can't shift it. I'm going to have to scrub that first, though, because it's got a little ink on the second P, and that'll show up on the card if I don't clean that off. Okay, let's try that again. H-A-P. And see if I can't make sure that it's taped right. And it is. So now I'm just getting the hap part of the Hap-Bee. And I'm just going to pull this tape right off from here. And let's just put our flower down give us an idea. I'm looking for my stamping paper. So we have the Hap-Bee, and we'll just put the hap way up here. And next we're going to do the bee. And we do the entire bee. I want to make sure that I'm having it lined up the same way. I think I did it better than when I did the first time around. And I'm going to clean my stamp again. This is the happy birthday one that I'm cleaning, because now I'm going to do the birthday portion, and I don't want to have the happy part coming on. So I'm going to tape off the Hap-Bee. And here comes the birthday. Hap-Bee. And next we want to bring in is our smoky slate dark marker, so that we can just do that hyphen. Just have to touch it, that's about it. I think I'm done with my stamping now. I just have to clean these stamps up, and we'll just bring in our Stampin' scrub. So let's get this down here, and then we'll glue this on when we put it on the card, because that'll kind of be adjusted to where it's going to be on the card. So we've got those 3 bees up here yet. So now we're going to work on the card. So our card takes a 4 1/4 by 8 inch piece of saffron, and it's scored at 1 1/2 and then 3 inches. And I don't have it scored, so let me do that real quick for you. And I know going from this way, it's 1.5, but let me just do it over here. 1.5 here. And then 3 inches. And then we've got a piece of saffron that's 2 inches by 8.5, and we do the same scoring at 1.5 and at 3 inches. I think that's it for right now. We'll have to do a little bit more, but so next I want to do is put tape on here, and I am going to put a mark on here at 1.5 inches because that is where I want to stop the tape. This side doesn't have the scoring marks on it, so that's why I'm going to just put those little scoring mark in here. We want to have it within the 1.5 inches. And I'm going to use our tear and tape, but I am also going to use the scissors because I don't have the strength to tear it. So I will use the scissors and just snip right here. And we're going to put one at the very edge and one at the 1.5 mark. And then do the same thing over here on the inside of the 1.5 mark. So we're going to fold this as a mountain and we'll score it. And then this is going to be a valley and we'll score it. Or burnish it, I guess is the right word. And we'll do the same thing on this one. I'm trying to see where I scored them. And burnish that. See. And then burnish it. So we got a mountain fold and then a valley fold. A mountain fold and a valley fold. Now let me think about that. You just go the reverse way here. So let me just rescore this. Okay, so I'm having them going the fold on this side, on the left side, rather than the right side like I did. The bunny was done on the right side. I'm doing it on the left side because I want the flower to be on the left side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the paper off of the left side. And then we'll match the sides, the left and the bottom side. I turned it, so now we're going to have it be the left side and the top side here. So if I turn it back, it's the left and the bottom side. And those edges are matched. Then inside, we're going to put some glue down for this paper. And this is a 4" by 5 1/4" inch piece of designer series paper. And like I mentioned in the beginning, this is some old designer series paper. I just want to get it used up. And I saw that the flowers are kind of matching on here. There's tulips, and then those yellow flowers match right here. So I'm going to leave 1/8 inch border on this all the way around. The left side has a border to the fold line. We'll just burnish this so that we get all the air bubbles out. And I am just going to clean that up because apparently it is wet. And the ink was on the back of this paper, but it's okay. Okay, so we've got that taken care of. And we can go ahead and finish up the rest of these. So this is a piece of 1 1/4 by 4". And I want to make sure I'm going in the same direction here. And we'll just see this. If I do it with this, that'll protect my work surface, so I won't have to go back and clean up excess ink and glue. So let me go ahead and put this on here. And I'm going to make sure that I match this up, leaving 1/8 inch on both sides, and the top of the bottom, and the right and the left. But I'm more making sure that it's the same here and here, because that will stand out more so than if I don't have 1/8 inch. And I'm going to fold it on the inside just to make sure that those air bubbles are taken care of. Then we will put one up here. I think I said this last time, I needed to refill my glue bottles, and I haven't done it yet. And I keep forgetting to do it, so I'm making sure that it's lined up at the top, and I have it matching right up to this portion right here. And it's just off a hair there, but that should be fine. I don't think it's going to make a difference there. Then we will do a glue one here and here. And I'm going to put them this way because that's how they were cut out. And leave 1/8 inch on all 4 sides, using the fold line as a side. Sorry if my head is getting in the way there. And matching that up. And then we'll do this piece too. And we'll match it to the left side. I'm matching it to the top one here so that those lines are consistent. And then I'm making sure that these lines line up too, right here and right here. And then I'm going to just use my bone folder just to make sure all the glue bubbles are out. And I'm going to open it up and do it this way as well. So now we're to the point where we have to make our swing mechanism. So our next piece for our folding mechanism, we have two pieces. They're cut at 1 1/4 by 1 3/4, and then we fold them on the diagonal here. And so I took it at 1 1/4 inch here and folded on there. And it's best to use your scoring tool. So I marked it with the pencil there, and then I'm just going to put it in our trimmer to do the scoring for us. And I marked it so that I'd be able to see it, because it's so hard to hold it. And it happens to be in the same spot, so I am going to score it. And it's not going. Let me run it back all the way down here. It jumped out of the track there, so I scored it really well. And I'm just going to leave those pencil marks on there because they're not going to be seen. So let's do that. And that worked really well. I'm going to burnish this edge here. Okay, so we've got this piece here, and we've got it folding this way. And I'm going to put the glue on this side, or the tear and tape on that side of the fold. And we'll do that second piece of tape. So I'm peeling off the paper strips off the back. So then we've got it folding like this. And that is just going to go right in here. And I think it goes all the way up. Let me just look at this other card here. Yeah, we want it to match all the way up toward the top of the card. So let me do that. I want to make sure that the fold portion doesn't go beyond the 3-inch mark. So that is going to fold up and down that way. Okay. So that one's taken care of. And then we've got our next one. And let's see if I got this right now. So we're going to put it on this piece here. I think, yeah, from the bottom. Yep. And so now we need our strips to put the bees on, and I had it sitting here just a few minutes ago. Let's see if I can't find it again. Took me some time, but I found it. They were on the floor. These are pieces of window sheets, and I just cut them down to 1/2 inch, and I think this is about 4.5 inches long, but I don't need that much. So I am just going to put them on here where they need to be. I'm going to use tear and tape again, and I just need to see how I'm going to put them back on here. So this one is going to be put here. And I'm just going to tear that off right away because I want to attach the second piece and just overlap them. And then I'm going to put it like this. I have it sticking out about an inch from the edge there, so let me just trim that off. And then I've got this next piece. I just need to see where that gets the tape put on. The tape puts on this corner right here. And hopefully I had you in the camera. I wasn't sure if I had you in focus there. So I'm putting the tape on here. I put two pieces on. I'm going to back this off from the corner because I don't want it sticking there. Take this off. And then put the next piece on. And actually, I don't think I'm supposed to put that much tape on, if I remember right. So let me see if I can check on that. Yeah, I don't go down to this corner, so I am going to back that off. And I think I can just roll it up here quickly, because I didn't really get it down firmly. And I'm just going to see if I can cut that off from there. Yeah, so then we're going to put this next piece on. I'm going to grab this long one. I don't think this one is, I don't think when I cut off the other one is going to be long enough. And as you can see, this right here, it's going to be caught in the bend there. So I am just going to angle cut that. And get that back underneath there. So this is going to be trimmed off at some point here, but when I put it back up here, that's where the flowers are, or the bees will be. There'll be bee there, and a bee up here, and a bee over here somewhere. So I am going to go ahead and tape this end down now. So I'm matching the edges. In there. So that's going down properly, and that one needs to be trimmed quite a bit. So let me just, I'm going to give it a haircut right here. And I probably have to get it another haircut, but let's just see how much that works. Yes. So before I put the bees on, I am going to go ahead and put our sentiment on the cover. So I think that's going to work right here. I think I want it to be a little bit on the side. And we'll just use our glue. Hopefully it didn't dry out on me having it open all that time. This happens to be our multi-purpose glue. And I just have it in this needle nose bottle because I have like some fine areas that I need to glue. Not so much on this card, but it's this multi-purpose glue you can find in the catalog. So we're going to do bottom portion of this, and then the left hand side. And we'll do it down here. Okay, so that is working. I think we'll put the glue right there. See if I can't do it this way. And then we've got this bee on the left side. I'm just going to put some glue dots on the back. All right, 2 glue dots. And then we're going to have to get the glue dots on this bee. Let's see where these rise up to. And if I have it rise up right there, that would be great. So I can cut off quite a bit there. So I don't know if you can see that. I've got about 1/2 inch I'm going to take off the top here. See, I moved this way over to the left compared to the first card I did, giving me more room for my bee. And I need another glue dot. Okay. And I think I want it to be done like this. Otherwise the wings will stick out the bottom. We don't want the wings sticking out the bottom, so let me take it over a little bit more. Okay, that one is taken care of. And unfortunately, we lost this one. Didn't have all the tape off of this other one. No wonder it didn't stay. To get it right. Okay, so now we'll take a glue dot and put it on this bee. Let's get a glue dot here. There. Okay, so here we have it. And let's see if we can't get it to pop up on us right. There we go. And it still doesn't want to fold right. hangs up there. I think if I maybe had it a little bit thinner. Oh, I love it. See if we can get the other one back in here. Well, I forgot to do the envelope, so I got this one from the first card that I did. And all I did was stamp it with the bee and colored it in with the So Saffron Stampin blends. And this turned out to be a little more difficult doing the folding mechanism, but I think it was worth it. I hope you liked this project as much as I did, and I hope you give it a try. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, would you do me 2 favors? Click the thumbs up emoji. That means you like it. And would you share it on social media with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me to keep sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanssimplepapercrafts.stampinup.net. Bear with me a little bit longer because I want to let you know of the promotions going on right now. The last chance product sale of the January through June 2022 mini catalog. The January through June 2022 mini catalog will be retiring soon. It's always bittersweet to see a classic Stampin' Up! Catalog take a trip to retirement. Stock up on your favorite products before they're gone for good. Save up to 50% only while supplies last from June 1st through June 30th. You can find the last chance list in the comments section below the video. The Kit Collection's Buy One, Get One 50% off sale starts June 1st through June 30th. Buy one and get one 50% off promotion. All the kits in the Kit Collection by Stampin' Up! Qualify for this sale. The kit selection is based on availability. You'll need at least 2 kits in your cart for the discount to automatically apply at checkout. There are no order limits on this promotion. The discount will automatically apply to the most expensive kit in your cart. Again, that promotion is from June 1st through June 30th. Mark your calendars. I'll be back Saturday, June 25th at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we'll be doing something from the new mini catalog. I hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me tonight. I look forward to next time. Bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe.